nation's on fire. Kicking out podcast, take it higher and higher.
What is up, everybody? It is Sunday night, and that means it is time for another episode of the Kicking Out podcast. I have become your host for at least right now, Paul Zartman. I'm joined by my co-host, Austin Shepard. Shep, how we doing tonight?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, can't complain too much. I mean, it's Sunday.
Yeah, nobody listen anyways, right, Paul?
Yeah. Ask me next Sunday how I'm doing, because, you know, the kids go on break starting Friday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck with that, man. Good luck with that.
Yours are home all the time, so.
Well, I mean, we're in like we go from 8 to 10:30 3 days a week.
Oh,
That's
lucky. I remember those days, and you get a nap sometime in there normally.
Oh, God, I wish I could. I could nap every day.
You and me both.
But
Comes with old age.
Yeah, well, you're old. I'm older. So there you go.
Yeah. So I don't want to jump into predictions yet because I want to wait on Tanner. So I want to get your thoughts on this comment from Majin. Tony Storm is finally back. Mariah versus Tony is going to cook, especially now. Are you glad Tony Storm's back? And are you glad she came back as Tony Storm, not timeless Tony Storm?
No.
Oh.
I'm glad she's back because she's an awesome talent. I really want timeless Tony Storm back. I know she came out and hi Steven, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going, Chambers?
I love that she's back and she came out in her original gimmick. But she was so good. I was so hooked on timeless Tony Storm. I was so in. I was buying it hook, line, and sinker. She had me sold to the end of days. And then she comes back as Tony Storm.
Majin's addressing your lower third there and says, no, Shep, it isn't time for Wrestle Kingdom yet.
You know what, Majin? You and I have a love-hate relationship. You hate everything I say, and I love every bit of it.
He also says she's doing an amnesia angle, though we will get timeless Tony back.
I hope you're right.
In the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, God, even better. If she comes out as timeless Tony Storm in the Tokyo Dome, I will pop louder in my little barn than the whole Tokyo Dome will, 70,000 strong. Just saying.
Tony doing Foley like the timeless gimmick better than the rocker gimmick. Steven agrees with you, Shep.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah. He Majin also says, hey, now we have a better relationship than that absolute bum Marty McSwirly and I do.
Marty is a fucking legend. I'm telling you right now, Marty is a fucking legend. And Marty offered, we were drunk, okay?
Yeah.
Marty offered to come on this podcast just to blow Majin's shit, just to let you know.
Uh-huh.
We can still make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Speaking of drunk, you've got a glass there, Shep. So what are we drinking tonight?
I don't know. It's been a long day. I actually started yesterday.
Oh.
And we were
the drinking did or the long day did?
Yes, both. I was kid-free last night, and then we woke up and we were kid-free.
Ooh.
So I started at 8:30 this morning with some enchiladas. Well, we're on to the red wine. A little Duckhorn.
Okay.
I had a good little bottle of red wine. Anybody likes the red wine? It's a really good, affordable red wine. I fucked the cork up, though. There's some cork in there, but that's all right. My wife had some chocolate-covered peanuts from last night.
Yeah. So you're munching on those?
Yeah, a little chocolate-covered peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Little red wine to go with it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. So I saw this thing, Shep, that was on Facebook, and I wish you were on Facebook because this lady and her husband and you would have a lot of fun.
Oh,
Like they found some type of, I don't know, it was like a peppermint vodka. It was kind of like peppermint schnapps, but it was 100 proof.
all right.
So they took shots and tested their blood alcohol content every 15 minutes. See how long it took them to get to 0.08. She was 3 shots deep before she couldn't participate anymore.
You start messing with 100 proof liquor, and you're gonna find out real quick. I'm just saying.
Majin says Tanner is late and Shep is on time. Are we in Bizarro World again?
Exactly.
Yes. And he also says, get him on. I'll have him admitting he's a bum live on your podcast.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Marty McSorley is one of the nicest human beings in the world, but he will fuck you up, Majin. I'm just saying.
Did you catch any of Collision last night?
I did not. I was super pumped about Dynamite, though.
Yeah.
I thought Dynamite was a great show.
It was, but I bring that up because TGY wanted us to address the ridiculous jacket Roosh and Andrade were wearing on Collision.
Yeah, I saw that. The is it horns coming out of those? What
I don't know.
Yeah, embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Great match between Fletcher and Briscoe. Yeah, it was. I was following along on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, because I was doing other things, watching my kid play PlayStation 4. And I had just watched Saturday night's main event, which was way too predictable. But here's the best part, Shep. You'll love this one. As I'm scrolling through X to see what other people are thinking about it, because I thought it was a pretty good show, I'm seeing people say, this is too short of a pay-per-view. I can't believe this pay-per-view's almost over. Why are there commercials during a pay-per-view? And I'm like, do you people realize that this is a television program, not a, as WWE calls them, PLE?
Yeah, it was on NBC, wasn't it?
Yeah. But all these people that were commenting were watching it from the Peacock side of things. So instead of commercial breaks, they got that, thanks for watching, we'll be right back little message that Peacock pops up. But yeah, people were sitting there straight thinking that this was a pay-per-view or a PLE or not a TV show. And I'm like, it's been advertised as it's coming back as a television show. But it was nice to see the Wing Dingle last night, though.
That and Jesse the Body Ventura is back.
Yeah, that was great, too. And we crowned our first ever WWE Women's United States champion in Chelsea Green.
Deservingly so. So. She's been around the moon and back.
Mm-hmm. 7 years to the day from when she won the TNA Knockout Champion.
Holy cow! Really?
Yeah,
that's a good.
Saw that statistic. So yeah, it's like, maybe this was all planned, like wrestling's planned or something.
Yeah, never. I just want to point out that I thoroughly enjoyed Jesse the Body Ventura back on commentary. I think he does a hell of a job.
Oh yeah, and there's absolutely no way they gave him a script.
Well, it's just so nostalgic. Like when I was a kid, like he was always on.
Yeah,
I just thought he did a great job. You know, it's been 25 years since he's been on commentary or whatever.
Yep.
I thought he did a great job, and It was just cool hearing his voice. And just for all you haters out there, he is a Democrat. He's a diehard Democrat. And I'm supporting him. Just to let you know, I think he's a great, great human being. I think he did awesome for the state of Minnesota when he was up there. So all the people that want to hate me because of my comments in the past, cheers to Jesse the Body Ventura. I think you do a hell of a job.
Yeah. And then, of course, I know you saw this bit of news. Tessa Blanchard officially back in TNA.
And I love the way she came back, by the way.
Yeah.
I love the way she came back.
Maybe come back with a fitting top next time so you don't have to keep stopping to adjust it as you're trying to do your reveal.
Really? Paul, you're going to bitch about that, but you don't bitch about fucking Knox.
Oh, God, Knox is terrible.
Okay. I just never see you bitch about Knox.
Oh, I don't need to. You do enough of it for both of us.
All right, good job. Good point.
And let's see what else. Oh, I loved the referees at Saturday night's main event, bringing back the old school.
The bow tie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the button-up shirt, the bow tie. Fantastic. Those were the refs I enjoyed watching. Those refs didn't take as many bumps as these refs do.
Well,
you can hit them with a drop of sweat and they don't fall down for 10 minutes.
No, they don't.
All right.
Saturday night main event was great. I caught bits and pieces of it, but it was overall a very good show.
Mm-hmm.
And then talking about Tessa Blanchard coming back on TNA, it was due. She's ready to make it back. I know a lot of people don't like her and don't care about what she was accused of, and accused, whether she's guilty or not, I don't know. But the girl is a hell of a worker. She's a hell of a worker, and for her to come back and go right back into TNA like she did, I like it. Call me an asshole, but I like it.
Wrestling fan slaps Eddie Edwards in the face during a TNA pay-per-view. Eddie slaps him back. Security escorted the fan out of the building.
I don't see a problem with that. Do you?
No, that's perfect. I mean, if you're going to lay your hands on a performer of any kind, not just wrestling, but I mean, football, baseball, musical performances,
yeah,
you got to be kicked out.
Well, my point there was Eddie's went after him back, which, hey, that's self-defense. So,
oh yeah,
yeah. Don't touch the performers, man. We all know that. Come on.
Mazzy says multiple women who've worked with her, meaning Tessa, have spoken out and provided proof. I'd say it's proven she's guilty. She's also average in the ring. I wouldn't say she's a great worker or anything.
Majin, at one point in time, the company TNA trusted her with the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
She defeated Sami Callihan in a very, very good match.
Absolutely.
I mean, if we're going to talk about, let's
it was Impact, but yeah,
whatever.
Same
thing. Hey, we'll throw the politic bullshit by the side. If we're talking to her as an absolute worker, I don't know. I mean, come on. You got to put her up there in the Charlotte Flair. She reminds me a lot of Charlotte Flair, actually. I want to see her in that category. Natalia. So, yeah, the girl can work for sure.
Yeah, Steph says she stole the title, and Majin says, yeah, and look how she paid them back with it, holding the belt hostage. But Steven does agree with you. He says, Tessa replacing Grace whenever Grace's contract expires.
Well,
and he says he wouldn't mind Tessa versus Charlotte.
Is it because you think Grace will go to WWE?
she has had a pretty big pop over there when she's been there.
She's done a damn good job over there.
Mm-hmm. Majin says he'd have Charlotte Flair multiple rungs above Tessa.
Yeah. Well,
Teach their own.
Teach their own.
Everybody seems to be agreeing that Grace is going to WWE in the chat. And don't forget, you can always comment down below during our live streams, or anytime you're listening or watching. I'm trying to drag out time here, waiting on the third member of this, and if he doesn't show up soon, we'll just start with our predictions, because I'm pretty excited for some of my predictions, especially my bold predictions.
I feel like my predictions are blah.
Well, there's a couple of them that I look forward to explaining why I chose the way I chose.
Okay.
But I'm really looking forward to my bold predictions.
Well, I think
he might be Steven if he doesn't show up soon.
You're fired. That's the best I got.
Steffi's hollering out to you, Shep.
Hi, Shep. Hi, Steffi. I said hi, Shep, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Shep says hi, Shep.
It's my first 13 drink of the day.
Are you ready for NASCAR?
Oh, man. I think it's February 17th is the Daytona 500.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
But Steffi, in the great state of Indiana that we live in,
it's always racing time.
This weekend was PRI, which is the biggest racing convention in Indianapolis. And there was a lot of cool shit that happened this weekend in Indianapolis. So Kyle Larson announced he's going to be in the Chili Bowl. Christopher Bell says, I'm coming to the Chili Bowl because Coach Gibbs got off his ass and said, hey, look, you guys can go race anything besides NASCAR. So the Chili Bowl is coming back stronger than ever in January, Steffi. I hope you would definitely tune in and watch the Chili Bowl. What we got here?
This is a question just for you, Shep. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce Joe's last name, so I'm letting you fully take this one away.
So Joe Neuendijk is
there we go.
Awesome human being. And I met him on a little bit of a different circumstance than Marty. It was because I was outbidding Joe Neuendijk on a Lanny McDonald poster, not knowing at all. I don't know shit about hockey. We've established this. Not knowing that Joe Neuendijk was the player that assisted Lanny McDonald in winning the Stanley Cup in the goal. So I'm sitting there and I'm bidding. And one of my buddies goes, dude, you ran that thing up. I'm like, yeah, I want that. That's a badass picture. It was a hand-painted picture of Lanny McDonald. He signed it, blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, you're bidding against Joe Neuendijk. I'm like, who the fuck is Joe Neuendijk? Then they informed me who Joe Neuendijk was. And I'm like, shit. Yeah, I'm not going to win that. In the meantime, I'm in the bar. I'm in the line of the bar. And guess who's in front of me? Joe fucking Neuendijk. And I turned around. He turned around, like, because we were talking about him. And I'm like, hey, like, this is me. He laughed. He had a good laugh. We had a good laugh. We cheers. We shook hands. We gave a dab. You know, it's all good.
Shep's dabbing now?
Oh, dude, Shep loves to dab. Well, we dab. We like bro hug. But when it comes down to it, nobody, and I mean nobody, beats Marty fucking McSwirly. Does that answer your question? I think it does.
Yeah, seems to answer it that way. Yeah.
There we go. Where the hell is Tanner?
Well, I figured it out. Your guys' teams were playing each other, so he was probably just finished up watching that game.
That game has been over for fucking an hour.
I don't know.
It sucked too, by the way.
Yeah, I just looked up the final score, 31-13.
His fucking team.
I don't even know.
Little Tanner is born and raised in Indiana, and he becomes a freaking Denver Broncos fan. Like,
Speaking of
Jesus Christ, here we go.
little twerps that never show up on time.
Hey,
You're a douche.
I'll take that comment in stride tonight.
You can take this one in stride too, Tanner.
Nah, unfortunately, no. We were actually at my wife's Christmas party tonight. Party at 5:00 on a Sunday.
And
Interesting.
you
choice.
wore all Denver gear.
I did not. I changed after it was over. I actually didn't even get to watch the game. I followed on my phone. So
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. But how's it going? What have we covered tonight so far? Any bold predictions? Any champion predictions yet? Or were you waiting on me?
We're waiting on you.
We spent 20 minutes waiting on you. We talked about Tessa returning to TNA. We talked about Tony Storm coming back.
Thumbs up.
Shep got to answer this fun question.
I don't even know who that second guy is.
Joe Newendike.
It was the guy that he was.
That's how you spell it. Okay. Oh, Jesus,
yeah, I'm like, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. He goes, Newendike, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Newendike's a legend. I mean, come on. I'll educate you guys on some hockey later, okay?
And we talked a little bit about some racing.
We did.
And
Are you
the fact
wine?
that Shep's drinking red wine tonight.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I am.
He's just ready for Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
He doesn't even care about Wrestle Dynasty, which, I do have a pet peeve about Wrestle Dynasty, It's supposed to be this New Japan AEW show.
Right.
Not heard anything about it on AEW programming. All the advertising and promotions on the New Japan side. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Well, it's because they got to promote the stuff at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We got what is it? World's End or whatever.
World's End. But with Kenny's first match back, unless he turns up here in 2024 still, you think they would be promoting that big time, and they just aren't. So
no.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the boss has arrived.
I'm no boss. You're the champ. You're leading this show tonight, Paul. It's all you.
So let's get into our predictions for 2025, shall we?
Yeah.
This is going to be great. Hey, by the way, am I the only person with a prediction in 2024 that is still going strong, and that's Athena with the belt?
No, we didn't do our. It's Takeshita. You have Takeshita, right?
You got Takeshita.
I thought I had Athena. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know I win 2024.
Now, I think we should put a stip on that coming into 2025. If somebody, let's say, I don't know, how many points? Throw out the points, because my suggestion is if somebody has 1, 2, 3 right, they get points towards the next prediction show. I don't know how.
Well, I'm glad you explained that, because I about yelled out 10. That'd be terrible.
God, no. Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with 10, so I get a 10-point advantage.
No.
Into the next one. Was that what you're saying?
You get a let's see, it's the international, which is what, the third title. So we'll give you 3 points.
I'll take it.
I said at the end of 2025, not this year.
Oh. Wow. I tried to help you out, Shep.
No, absolutely not.
I appreciate you, Paul. You're a fighting champion.
I am a fighting champion.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Yeah, we
go.
And notice this, Shep. I've been here every week as a champion.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been three.
Three.
Oh, 3 weeks.
3.
Sorry.
3 weeks.
It's a streak. We call that a streak.
Yeah.
All right.
When you're a Cleveland fan, anything more than 2 days is a good thing.
That's a good point.
That's true. That's very true.
All right. So do we want to go through titles first or bold predictions first?
Paul, You're leading this thing.
That's
I'm asking input.
I say we do titles because bold inputs. Mine are a little bit outlandish.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, two of mine probably are. Actually,
Okay.
all three of them probably are.
Okay. So I say we do titles.
All right.
Keep us, level headed here. And I'll let the champ go first.
Let's go with the TBS Championship
Oh, okay.
to kick it off.
All right. Go for it.
I think this lady has proven herself in 2024, will continue to do so in 2025, and hopefully end 2025 as TBS champion, Queen Aminata.
God damn it.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. Not my pick, but
Apparently, it's Tanner's.
It's my pick. So, yeah.
Coming back off of injury, Sky Blue.
Ooh.
I almost had Sky Blue down, and I went, I think it's going to be Queen Aminata's year. I think Sky Blue will hold the TBS championship at some point in 2025, but I think Queen Aminata is going to end 2025 as champ.
Yeah, that's what's tough about these. You got to think ahead, clear in a year in advance.
Yeah.
Because I think somebody else is going to take it off Mercedes. I still think it's going to be Camille.
I think so too.
I don't think Queen Aminata's there yet, but they're gonna build her. I mean, she's got some good momentum going now. By the end of 2025, I think she'll be ready to be TBS champs.
I think they split the championships off of Mercedes, and I think she is a New Japan Strong champion before she is the TBS championship. So I see her winning the New Japan championship as Queen Aminata before the TBS.
Stephen Chambers says Jamie Hayter for the TBS. Majin says Anna Jay. Book it.
I think Anna Jay will hold it in 2025 as well. The three people that I can say that I could see holding it, Anna Jay, Queen Aminata, and Sky Blue will all hold the title at some point in 2025.
Well, for my opinion, I think there's more women on the roster you can see holding a TBS title than you can the women's world title. That's where it's tough.
Yes, I had a hell of a time figuring out who I wanted as champion at the end of the year.
Yeah. And Stephen Chambers said never rule out Perazo.
Yeah.
They need to do something with her. I've been waiting
Mm-hmm.
for her and Taya Valkyrie, their team, and they haven't done much with them. So,
Yeah. Oh, one of my bold predictions I think will help with that.
Majin, not sure when Tay's coming back. I thought she'd be back by now.
Whenever she can stop pushing kids out of her crotch.
Wow.
She only had one.
Holy shit.
That we know, maybe she's pregnant again. We don't know.
Oh, good for them. So,
Can we describe it a little bit different, Paul?
God.
That's
Crotch goblins
Wow.
downloading children.
It's pretty bad when I'm offended.
yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
I
That's very
offended
true.
Shep. I offended Shep.
I'm just like, you could reword that a little bit different, but hey, that's okay. It's all you, man.
Straightforward.
All right, Tanner, pick the next one.
All right. Let's see here. So TBS. Let's go with the TNT Championship.
Okay. I will let you go first.
I thought this was the this and the Continental were the two really, really hard ones for me. Once again, the male talent is so stacked. It's like I could see a lot of people holding this TNT title. I don't really have a reason why I think this guy might hold it. I just want to see him hold singles gold. I'm going with Switchblade Jay White.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I think the TNT is a little bit beneath him.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to win the world title anytime soon.
No.
So
He's not even close to my world title pick. But my TNT is Kyle Fletcher.
I had that at one point and deleted it. But yeah.
Mine, no particular reason, apart from I think he deserves something other than the crap that he was given. Hook.
Ooh.
I like that because I want him to do something with Hook.
Yeah,
What they're doing now is boring.
Yeah, and that's my thing. He had the FTW title. It was crap, but he looks good as a champion. So some of the other titles, I don't think he's ready for yet, and I think TNT would be the perfect fit for him.
Yeah. Steven Chambers says Ricochet heel as TNT champion, part of the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, okay. I could get behind a heel Ricochet.
I think that happens earlier in the year, not towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Shep.
Your pick.
My pick. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. Let's go with the Trios Championship.
Oh, Lord.
What, FTE Outrunners?
No, I'll tell you right now. Out of my sheet right here, Outrunners are not on it.
Not on mine either.
There you go. Trios Championship.
Yeah.
The Elite.
Which version?
Which three members?
The Elite, guys. I said the Elite.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so you straight stole mine because I went with the Elite being Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Ooh, how does that come around? How does Kenny get back to in good graces with them?
Because Kenny comes back, he takes out Perry, he takes out Okada, not permanently, but they have their match, they squash it. The Bucks come groveling to Omega because they're still dealing with the consequences from 2024 and the paperwork that they had to shred and everything else. And he says, look, I've never had a problem with you guys. Let's do it.
Interesting.
It was always supposed to be the Bucks and Omega, in my opinion. Always. That was supposed to be the Elite. Hangman was the last one added. Now, of course, Omega was the last one to sign to AEW because of his other obligations, but
yeah. I do think the Elite need to be a bigger part of the storyline in 2025. Get back to those roots. I do agree with that. My trios, I actually think if these guys win it, it will probably be before the end of the year, but I was struggling here. And I think we're going to get this team to kind of form in the first Dynamite of 2025 when they run in Asheville, North Carolina. That is FT rated R. FTR at Adam Copeland.
Okay.
I think
that
Adam
doesn't work for me.
I think Adam returns on the first episode of 2025 and saves FTR from something.
I see that. If you remember watching the WWE documentary of Edge coming back, that was when FTR was still in NXT and WWE, and Cash Wheeler basically trained or went up and trained with Edge, and they became very, very close, good friends. So I could see them having a trios in 2025. That's definitely on the table.
It'd be different for FTR, and it'd be good for Copeland too. I mean, he's had a good singles run, even though it got cut short by injury. But yeah.
Okay, Kenny was the last to show up in AEW because of his New Japan.
I thought he was the last to sign too. I thought he was the last to sign too, Paul, because I thought I thought Cody and the Bucks and Hangman and Brandy all did it together
right there on that
2019. Yeah. So I could be mistaken.
Unless Kenny signed in between taping at some point.
Yeah. Back to Paul.
All right. Let's go with the AEW International Championship. I've got Shelton Benjamin ending the year with this belt.
It's a good one.
I think, in my opinion, it's above the TNT and it's above the Continental. So I like having Shelton be right there. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Shelton holding world gold, all for it. But I think 2025 will be his year as the international champion. I don't think he'll be the whole year or half the year, but he's going to at least be the last quarter of the year as champion.
Steven Chambers says international swerve.
I could get behind that.
Steffi with an eye roll for something.
Probably Majin's tweet or comment.
That he wants what Cope to team up with Christian before retiring.
Yeah.
That was my 2024 tag team prediction. That whiffed pretty bad.
A little bit.
And Steffi, can we please give Hook a championship?
TNT.
And Majin say Nick Wayne.
Nah. If we're gonna put gold on Wayne, I think it needs to be tag team, and with Shep's pouring out a drink, pouring one for the homies.
I actually think international is still a little below TNT, in my opinion.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
But it's not too far off. And I like putting international on talent that can take it around the world, because I think that's what it should be. So I went with a guy who has not lost yet in AEW. I'm going with Hologram.
Wow.
Okay. Is Hologram's still wrestling right now?
He's hurt right now.
CMLL, right?
Yep, he is hurt right now, but he'll be back eventually.
Hologram. Wow.
Yeah.
This one's pretty out there for me. I went with Max Caster.
That is out there.
Wow.
Over Bowens?
I figured you would have gone Bowens over Caster.
No, I think he's a better heel.
Oh, he is definitely better heel.
He's definitely better heel, and I don't know. I just feel like he could weasel his way into that championship.
Okay. We're definitely throwing some bold ones out there.
That was out there. That was out there for Shep. That was for sure. When I wrote that down, like I was starting to write this, I'm like, these guys are gonna think I'm nuts. All right, I'm in.
The supposed best wrestler in the world, Majin says.
Yeah.
Steven Chambers says Powerhouse Hobbs. I am looking forward to that match with him and Takesha. That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. Is it me up next?
Yeah.
We'll go with the Continental. Yeah. This is my least favorite championship. I wish they'd do away with it. It's cool for the C2, but the rest of the year is kind of blah to me. I don't know how this guy gets it. I just feel like he's been in AEW for a while. He has been bitten by the injury bug a lot, but I feel like they've never put technically any individual gold on him. Adam Cole.
Okay.
He had the Owen Hart title, but
but when he won it, it didn't mean anything.
I don't really see him in the world title mix, but
no.
It's a little below him, don't you think?
Probably, but I think the roster's so deep. I'm like, I would rather see some guys take a mid-card gold than not have gold at all.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I got a guy coming back off of injury. I think he'll be back late winter, early spring. But I think he'll turn around and hold this belt. It's Eddie Kingston.
Hold it again. I like it.
Okay. I can get behind that. I'm agreeing with Steven Chambers.
Sorry.
We both clicked it at the same time. Kyle Fletcher, I think, is going to be the Continental Champion by the end of the year.
And Majin saying Jay White. Steffi says she had Eddie. Majin also said below Adam Cole. Have we been watching the same Cole?
The jaundice-looking guy.
Oh, wow.
He's been injured so often, he's fallen down the card a lot. I think it'll be telling if he goes over Max at World's End or not, where they view him going into 2025.
Not giving you any early predictions on that one.
I'm not either.
No way.
Not either. I like this for Caleb. How about Brody King for Continental? That could be fun.
I could get behind some Brody King.
I definitely think if Malachi ends up going back to WWE, Brody's got to get even bigger singles push than he is right now, which he's getting a good one through the C2. He's over with the crowd. He is over with the crowd. So I could get behind that.
What's Malachi's stance right now?
I think his contract's up early 2025, and I have not heard of. I mean, I think AEW wants him back. I haven't heard
but
anything.
We haven't seen him on TV in 2 months.
No, he wrestled at Full Gear he and Brody were part of the 4-way tag ladder match. So a couple weeks ago, but since that he hasn't been on TV.
Okay.
Yeah. Steven Chambers says Mark Briscoe. Yeah, I can see that too.
All right, boys. We got 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave the 2 championships for you. So let's go right into it. Tag team champions.
Another tough one.
Nah, it's easy.
FTR.
I have FTR ending the year out as AEW tag team champions.
Okay. All right.
Which contradicts one of my bold predictions. I'm just telling you right now. Like, it contradicts the son of a bitch, but there it is.
Steven Chambers says grizzled young vets. I hope they use them that well. I don't have confidence they will.
I don't either. Unfortunately,
GYV does not roll off the tongue well.
It doesn't.
You know what does?
Oh,
Fuck
boy.
the Revival.
I thought we were going down a different rabbit hole there. I'm kind of glad
Wow.
you kept it right there.
Yeah. So Paul's
Archer
on my
and Cage. Okay.
Paul's on my same page. So
No. That's not my pick. That's not my pick. I was just saying that rolls off the tongue.
Then why'd you say it?
Fuck the Revival.
Oh boy.
He's throwing it back old school BT when it was a good show. It wasn't overtaken by the Dark Order, the Dork Order, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. No, I actually have Kings of the Black Throne with Buddy and Brody as the champs at the end of the year.
Yeah. I think Brody will be a single star by the end of the year, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think if Malachi leaves, they'll rely heavily on Julia to try to keep the group together, kind of take over Malachi's role, and they'll run that for a little bit, hopefully through 2025, so I get this prediction right. I'd like to get one end-of-year prediction right, just once.
Steffi says she has someone we'll hate. All right, throw it out there.
The learning tree.
If you say Brian fucking Cage, you're blocked.
Yeah, Majin, I think the Outrunners will win the titles in 2025. I don't think they'll end the year with the title. That's
right.
where I'm at.
They'll hold the title at least once throughout the year.
Hell yeah, they will.
Yeah, they're 2 over right now. Steffi says super kick party. I thought about it. I thought about it, even though they've held it, 3 times? I thought about it.
The only reason I didn't put the Bucks down here was because of me putting the Elite for the trios.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine if they held multiple gold at once?
Oh, that would be ridiculous. No, thank you.
It'd be an option. What word am I looking for there?
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious. There you go. That's what I'm looking for.
But
it would work.
I don't like my pick as much as I like your guys' pick. I don't think because I don't. But I'm trying to go out on a limb here, be kind of bold, and I went with the Hurt Syndicate.
Okay.
I almost did, but I don't know if Bobby would.
I know.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's if it was just.
Oh, Paul froze.
Okay, there I am. I think if you had somebody else in the Hurt Syndicate,
maybe
you
you
could
will
pull off a tag.
Maybe you will.
But Bobby and Shelton as a tag, I don't think is going to work.
Just like Shep said, the Elite for trios. I'm just saying Hurt Syndicate for tag team. I'm not going any specifics.
I like it.
Steven Chambers said Davis turned heel Aussie Open.
I like that.
Steffi wondered if there's a free bird rule for the Elite. I don't know. There wasn't for Bullet Club Gold. Didn't see.
No.
Ooh, Steven Chambers, Ricochet, Scorpio Sky, Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, please do something with Scorpio Sky.
Okay.
Please do
Yeah.
something with that guy. He just sits at
I
home.
forget he's in the company half the
Well,
time.
they were going to do something with him in Private Party. They kept teasing it on Rampage and Collision, and then they just dropped it. And then
Yeah.
Private Party went on to win the tags.
Yeah, because Scorpio's still stuck in SoCal.
See, I love how everybody's throwing out members of the Hurt Syndicate that aren't even involved with the group yet. Like Modern says Powerhouse and Shelton. Because there's so many guys that would make sense for the group.
As long as we don't get too big with the Hurt Syndicate here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
think they
okay
need to
with
add one
maybe
more, though.
4
Yeah.
total, but counting MVP.
I still think they should add a woman. I think it should be Athena. Call her up and add her to the group. I think that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Especially if they ever win against the Death Riders. Athena
Mhm.
against Shafir. Ooh,
Oh, take my money.
yeah.
All right. I'll do this one. AEW Women's Championship.
This is a no-brainer.
And I'm going to see if
I
you
think
and
Shep and I
I
are going to agree. I think.
I'm hoping all 3 of us don't agree here. So we'll find out because I'll go first. Willow Nightingale.
Yep. That's for me.
Nope.
Oh God, he's going to say Mercedes, isn't he?
I thought about it.
As much as I like Willow, I think you will see her have very, very good success in 2025. But at the end of the year, there's one female
I know who he's going with now.
that has reigned so much above any other female talent, and
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
some better than male talent. She has reigned supreme, and I think they're going to ride her for the next 5 years. And I'm not going to put a little name in front of her, but the women's champion will be Toni Storm.
I think she takes it off of Mariah May at the Grand Slam event in February in Australia.
You know what? If she does, being in her home country, she holds it all year long.
Oh, Jesus, Majin.
Dude, okay, anyways, real quick on that, Majin. Real quick. Did anybody see all of a sudden, I saw this week on the Twitter machine, now Soraya is selling pictures on one of them sites.
Oh, yeah, because she keeps having her feet up on her desk or something on her streams, and people are like, oh my God, yes, her feet. So, yeah, now she's selling those.
Okay, I didn't think it was feet pictures, but just from what I saw, it was.
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah, she's. I mean,
Xavier Woods already had that.
And Brad Maddox.
And Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, God. That douche. I do agree, Steven. I think Harley Cameron's going to have a big 2025.
Oh, she's got to.
As long as they don't misuse her.
Jamie Hayter. I almost went with Julia Hart.
I did too, but I don't quite think she's there.
Steven thought Shep was going to say Nick Wayne's mom.
No. I don't want to lose my cuddle buddy. Come on.
All right.
Hey, boys, remember them red boots a couple weeks ago? Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, right after you said that, Shep, my daughter's playing a game behind me in the other room. And you say, now mind you, I have my headphones on, so they can't hear anything.
Okay.
You said I don't want to lose my cuddle buddy, and all of a sudden I hear, what? Right afterwards, it was like perfect timing. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I don't.
Perfect timing.
Oh, shit.
All right. One more
Teenager,
championship.
she's 15. Don't worry, Shep.
One more championship. We got the AW World's Championship.
Tanner, you go first.
Another tough one. But I don't know how we get here, but I want to get back here. So the company was in a great spot when we were here. Hangman Adam Page.
Oh. That was my second pick. I had him wrote in and I scribbled it out and wrote this guy.
So who you got, Shep? Let's hear it.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
All right.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
All right.
All right. And again, I'm not saying this is going to be for a long time. I'm like Full Gear style win this belt. Jay White.
Okay.
Okay, I don't disagree.
I think we get Hangman as champion, and Jay White takes it off of him at Full Gear.
You know what's shocking is we all three agreed on this last year, and we whiffed. And I thought for sure somebody was going to pick him, and that's who Steven says right here, Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all giddy last year.
Yeah.
Because it was Will freaking Ospreay.
We were drinking the Kool-Aid.
Steven said Father of the Year Christian Cage. I keep forgetting he has that damn contract. And I do think they're going to use that for him to win it eventually. I just don't know when.
Now, my question to you guys is, and maybe you've heard this because I never heard this. Is there like a year-long stipulation on this, or can he hold it until he cashes in?
It's never been said.
Okay. So he could literally pick it up at the final show of the year and walk out of 2025 as champion.
I like Mod's thinking. AEW's newest signee.
Oh, God.
Boom, AJ. You
No.
need a double chocolate cookie.
I will quit. I quit.
Go eat a glizzy.
I can't wait to see AJ in the ring again. He was almost part of my bold predictions.
Oh my God.
He almost was, but he wasn't.
I thought we were taking this shit seriously.
Dude, the guy's entertaining. He can go better in the ring than some of the talent on the roster.
Okay, fine. You want to go social media?
It's not my fault your boy TK signed Luther.
Hey, Luther did a great job with. Oh, that's one thing we're going to lose with Timeless Tony Storm. No more Luther.
He's still in the fucking payroll.
I know, but
He can go back to his.
Hey, speaking of falling down the fucking rungs, did anybody see this week of Police Colt Cabana taking on Cocaine?
Yes.
In Gigolo Championship Wrestling.
Oh man,
that's how far down old Colt Cabana.
It was funny watching him get KO'd by big old what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Satnam Singh down in Fishers, man. That was funny. Oh man,
he literally lost to Cocaine.
He does bring the boom. With the double chocolate cookies and the chicken bakes.
We stop.
All right, fine. If we're doing this is what you're bringing me to say this. I want a crossover match. Just one crossover match. TK can sign Big AJ Boom or Big Boom AJ or AJ Big Boom. 1-on-1 with the former United States champion holder. Yeah, former United States champion Logan Paul. Film it, put it on TikTok.
He's retired, bro. That's what he says on his podcast. I don't believe him for a second, but he says he's retired.
He wasn't going to sign full time either, and then he did. That's why you need it.
Steven hates Costco even more.
That's why you got to wrestle in WWE when you got kids. Just ask Heath.
Fuck them kids. Mod just go with Ospreay.
Whoa! It's a slow brain tonight. Tanner just said, "Fuck them kids."
Yeah, I did.
I don't think I've ever heard Tanner drop the F-bomb on KOP.
Very rarely. I'm very selective with it.
Me too, Tanner.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. Every 5 minutes.
Stop.
But good stuff, boys. It'll be fun to track these as 2025 goes on and see how bad we all whip.
No, it won't.
But
I mean, I won prediction of 2024. Just letting you guys know, I won.
You know, the sad thing is he can still drop it before 2024 ends.
He could. Christian could cash in on him Wednesday night.
Hey,
I think it's only for the world.
Our predictions are done. It's been a year. I win.
Yeah. Fine. Good job, Shep. Round of applause.
Suck it, boys. I get 3 points to the next prediction. Bonus points.
I'm not jealous of the Rizzler. I will be honest. No.
Who the fuck is the Rizzler?
He's the little short fat kid with Big Justice and Big Boom
Who
Agent.
rang the bell?
He's the one that's more over than anybody. He was rang the bell and came out with Paul White. And does like
Because he
this.
he mews.
Oh
as
yeah,
my
he's
kids
real
call it.
over. Well, yeah, there you go. I didn't know there's a word for it. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
I didn't either. My kids told me.
Oh boy, Chef's about ready to lose it.
You know what? I wish I could throw shit at you guys. Even though
That's why I'm glad we're in separate rooms.
we're in the virtual world, but I would like to throw shit at you guys.
We had the task of naming 3 bold predictions for AW in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
All right.
Go right ahead, Shep.
And this guy didn't end up on my title picture because we did not pick any ROH stuff. And I still think he could be in some AEW Gold by the end of the year, or we will see him throughout the year. And that is always ready. Matt Cardona will hold AEW Gold in 2025.
All right. So I feel like I have to say one of my bold predictions now. One of my 3 was Matt Cardona will become All Elite in 2025.
I did not have Cardona at all in my predictions.
I think they're doing a little test run with him right now, see how it goes over. So I thought, honestly, if he went anywhere out of the independents, it's going to be WWE, but he seems really to have warmed up to AEW lately, even when he talks about him on his pod. So I'm thinking they're going to finally give him a shot. Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if they have a partnership with GCW.
All of a sudden, that's back. It's back going.
Yep. Steven's got some bold predictions. Women's Continental Classic. Jack Perry and FTR joins the Death Riders. Miro finally gets released.
Mm-hmm.
Majin says Effie comes into AEW for a one-off match. I could see that.
Oh, even with his comments about TK?
And Steffi's not happy with our Cardona. She said, ooh, Cardona.
All right. So my first bold prediction, since you two have already given yours, I think I've had these guys on every bold prediction since we started doing these. Dark Order is actually gonna finally get a push.
Oh God.
If they don't, I'm never picking them again for anything ever again. If they do not get some type of
ROH push? ROH?
I just said they get a push.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's got to be an AEW. It can be an ROH.
Pushed out the door into the unemployment line?
Hey, I like Johnny Hungy. You do too.
Yeah, you did at one time.
Yeah, whatever.
But for your sake, Paul, I hope it happens because you've been a Dark Order day one. So
yeah, and if not, I'm telling you, I'm never picking Dark Order again for anything. They could have an unbeatable year and be number one contenders for tag or trios, and I will still pick against them.
Like Maj says, wrestling's the one sport you can never say never in. And Steven Chambers says no comment.
Yeah, Dark Order. Join the Dark Order.
They were great at one time.
Join the Dark Order that Mr. Brody Lee had.
100%. Yeah, miss that guy.
Me too.
It's crazy. We're coming up on 4 years.
I know. Oh, I was telling you said 4 years, and it made me think back to 7 years. Yesterday, when Chelsea Green won the Women's United States Championship, it was 7 years to the day since she won the TNA Knockouts Championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Steffi says, bold prediction. No. Steffi says Dark Order finally gets rid of that stupid show. Tony Storm winning the title. And Steven said, here's another one. Dustin Rhodes wins ROH title.
I don't know if he wants it, though.
Nah.
Mod says Steen shows back up to help Darby win the world title.
Do we think Darby's going to win the world title at any point in 2025, guys?
No.
Well, did you want to do 2 bold predictions in a row, Paul, or are we just all getting now?
Let's just go give our second round.
All right, because you just said it, so that was one of my bold predictions. Darby Allin will win the AEW World Championship at AEW All In Texas. I'm even picking my spot.
You're giving it.
My
Ooh.
spot. Yep.
Wow.
Well, now we know that if Darby Allin makes it to the match for All In, Tanner's predicting that he's picking Darby hands down.
I think they showed their chips at the press conference event last week.
And if Darby ends up beating the challenger for the title at All In and you don't pick him in our predictions, I'm going to slap you.
Oh, I will pick him. If he's challenging him in a world title match at All In, I will pick Darby Allin.
My second bold prediction of 2025. And this actually puts a little tear in my eye.
I wish.
No, it does.
No, Majin's comment.
Oh. FTR.
Tickets are affordable.
FTR splits up in 2025.
Ooh.
So who goes heel, who goes face?
Cash goes heel, Dax goes face for sure.
I would have thought other two. I thought the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Cash is a better heel than Dax.
Well, yeah, because Dax does it for his family.
Sure.
He does everything for his family.
And Dax loves tequila like I do.
And he loves wrestling.
Man, I miss this podcast.
Oh, how much shit did he have to get backstage to cancel that podcast?
Well,
Oh, my
I
Lord.
think Matt Kuhn got some too, so yeah.
I mean, he was making a great chunk of change off of
Yeah,
that.
he was.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was.
I think that's the problem is he blew out names like Jericho and Cole and Uno stuff. He was blowing all that other people out of the water,
Yeah.
and he was just trying something different, and I think that pissed a lot of people off.
He was just being real.
He was. He's
Yeah.
probably airing out some things he probably didn't go over.
Shouldn't
well
have, yeah.
backstage, yeah.
Yeah, well, good for him.
Yep.
He got sponsored by Blue Chew and Dude Wipes. I mean,
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
a sponsor big time podcast, which speaking, hey, Blue Chew and Dude Wipes. We're looking for a sponsor for 2025. So
Yes.
we're open
Blue-
for business.
Blue Chew makes you feel like you're 18 again. Hey, oh.
Blue Chew, your girlfriend will like it too. All right. Anyway, my second bold prediction for 2025 is, and I've already kind of felt like they've teased this a little bit. We're going to get the introduction of a new women's championship. And I don't mean a new design. I mean a third women's championship. Maybe it's even a tag women's tag
I almost put a
championship.
tag team. That was almost one of mine, was a women's tag.
So
Yeah,
I could
did.
see it. There's been so much tease here lately. As long as they don't do like WWE and give the women exact same versions of every single men's title, I'm good.
So what was your prediction, Paul?
That we get a new women's championship in 2025.
Oh, okay.
Introducing a third of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're on the third and last.
Go
prediction
for it,
each.
Tanner.
All right. I am predicting that Collision will move to Thursdays in 2025. Sometime eventually in the year. They're moving away from Saturdays to Thursdays. The only thing I'm not certain of, TK doesn't like to counter program the NFL, and there is Thursday night football. But I mean, his team's the Jaguars. They play on Thursday once a year. I think
His
I
team
just think
sucks.
they are awful. I think Thursdays would fit that so much better than Saturdays. But maybe that's more wishful thinking on my part. But that's a bold prediction.
I would watch more Thursdays than
I would too.
Saturdays.
And they
personally.
tape a lot of times on Thursdays. They're doing a lot of taping. So,
Just run them live instead.
exactly.
All right. My last one is really out there. But
Never.
I had wrote it down, scratched it out, wrote it down, scratched it out, wrote it down. This has absolutely nothing to do with AEW. But I'm pretty confident in 2025, Penta will hold gold in WWE.
I would say
And-
it's got something to do with AEW because he used to be the AEW talent.
Well, okay, yeah, I get it. But I don't think Phoenix is going to be with him.
Not for a long time.
So it's definitely not the. I think it'll be a singles championship. There's some guys in WWE that he could tag with, but I think he makes a really big splash in NXT in the next 30 to 45 days. And like that North American Championship, it just has his name all over it.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. All right. My final one.
And they fired
Oh,
Brian
oh.
fucking Cage. I said throw that in there. Sorry.
Uh-huh. And then he goes to WWE and beats Penta for the North American Championship.
I quit. If that happens, I quit.
All right. So this one is kind of pulled from something you did last year, Tanner. Copeland returns, but he returns as a heel and ends up joining the patriarchy with Christian.
Okay. I do want to see him and Christian again one more time. Somewhat. I don't know how to get there, but yeah, that's a good
And
way to get there.
I think being heels would be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Christian's as over, if not more over now than he's ever been.
Yeah.
And he's a heel. So
True.
just add Copeland. Copeland's a great heel. So
Yeah.
why
True.
not?
I got one more. It doesn't count for my 3, but it's kind of honorable mention. I almost put it in there, and I want to get somebody stirred up in the comments really bad. That's why I want to say this.
Oh, Lord.
So I believe this guy's contract ends in the end of 2025. So that's why I'm saying this. I think 2025 is the last year of Chris Jericho in AEW because he goes back to WWE. Because I could see the crowd getting more stale on him in 2025. And
Oh, if he
sometimes
keeps
somebody
doing the way
needs
he's
to go to
doing.
somebody needs to go to a new promotion, and then they'll be loved again.
Yeah, that's what Cody did.
You know what?
Look what happened to Cody, and look what happened to the company he left.
If Vince was still in charge, yes. I don't see Hunter doing that though.
Yeah, it's pretty bold because Jericho also could be. He has been AEW through and through since he's been there, but
Jericho's on
something
the
just tells me.
list.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
That's a bold one.
Of course, I thought Punk was on the list as well too, and how that worked out.
Yeah, business. They just want to print money. So
Well, if we're going with really, really big, bold predictions, Stardust returns. No, I'm kidding.
oh god.
I already joked about that when he got the briefcase.
It was interesting though. On last night's Saturday night's main event, when Owen stepped on him with the title, it was about 50-50 in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are getting a little
fans-
tired of Cody.
Yeah. And backstage, I don't know if you saw this or not. Owens grabbed a can of spray paint and put a silver star on Cody's face and said he was more entertaining as Stardust than he has been as champion.
We're all 3 Cody fans, but I'm ready for them to get the title off of him and see what's next for him. Like, I want to see what else they have for him creatively because that's all we've really seen for him since he came back was the chasing for this title. So,
Yeah, they don't have anything. I loved seeing the Winged Eagle back last night.
that was cool.
It's on sale for $300 right now. There's even a signed version of it that you can get. I hate to see the price of that one. I didn't look that far
That's
into
cheap compared to AEW's titles, though.
it. Well, it's only on sale, I think, till the end of tonight. Then
Oh.
it jumps back up to like $450.
Still cheap
For a
compared to AEW titles.
But it's a title that's not used.
You're right, but it's also a title that a lot of people grew up with. Even though, like, the title that's sitting in the middle to me is the Attitude Era that I got sitting over there.
Mhm.
That's the title I think of. But
Now the Winged Eagle, man, was the mecca of me growing up. Like
Yeah.
everybody had that
Yep.
Winged Eagle, man.
But I wouldn't have been upset if Owens would have won last night.
I thought
will
it was
say
gonna.
that.
I thought it was gonna.
And I loved the tease afterwards because after KO beat him down, he grabbed the title, walked away, and I guess him and Hunter got into it.
They did.
Hunter came out and gotten his stuff, and like,
Yeah.
it almost teased like I didn't think Hunter could ever work again.
I know. Are we gonna get one more match out of him against Kevin?
That's kind of, I mean, I wouldn't be
But-
against that.
Have you guys noticed whenever Kevin Owens' contract's coming up, they really heat him up? Because years ago, remember he headbutted Vince
Yeah.
and was going to be the best heel the company'd ever seen, and now they're trying to do it again. It's interesting.
I mean,
because he could walk into AEW and
Sure.
beat Kevin Stein and the fans would love it.
Sure.
and we're only 4 short months away from Mania.
I know. Rumble's coming up February 1st in Indy. It's right around the corner.
But you keep this Kevin Owens Triple H thing going, all of a sudden we got a Kevin Owens versus Trips in WrestleMania.
Yeah. Because it looks like Dwayne's not going to be there if reports
Vegas?
are correct.
Was he moving? He's in the movies or what?
I mean, Fightful reported, and they're about the best in the business. They said WWE's moving forward right now with creative like Dwayne's not going to be at WrestleMania with his schedule. Even though the bad blood thing was basically whatever. Makes no sense now, but I mean, it makes everybody's storylines more interesting if he's not around.
So we got no Rock at Rumble either, huh?
If what they're saying is correct. Now, I will, if he does not show up on the January 6th Netflix episode, I will believe that he's not going to be around. But if he shows up there, then he's in the picture. We'll see. But it's The Rock. He could 2 days beforehand say, "Hey, I want to be on," and they'll find something for him to do. I mean,
yeah, because isn't he on like the board of directors
he can call it. He can do whatever the hell he wants. So we'll see.
He draws a small salary from the board of directors.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Majin's trying to push his Cody hate against us, even though he knows we're all Cody Marks here.
Yeah. But, I think all three of us would be okay with about 10% of the Rock's salary for being on the board.
Give me 1%. I'll take 1%. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, no, it's going to be interesting to also follow our bowl predictions for 2025 because I think AEW gets back on track in 2025. I think they got a good business strategy going forward. So,
of all my predictions, I think the introduction of a new women's champion is the one I have the best chance of getting right.
Yeah, you're probably pretty good there.
Yeah, I feel good about my Darby one. Maybe I shouldn't have specifically said All In, but I am. And then Cardona, I feel better about Cardona than I do Collision, to be honest. But I think Collision would make a lot of business sense if they moved up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So next week's show will be our World's End predictions show. A whole week before the show comes on, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dynamite is on Sunday next week because Dynamite's not running on Christmas.
Right.
So I don't know what
time. On Sunday.
Yeah, and I don't know what time. So we might have to shift the time of this podcast depending on what time Dynamite's on. I don't know. Maybe we do predictions and a watch along. I don't know. We'll figure it out this week, but I'm gonna have to look up what time Dynamite's at on Sunday. It might be taped earlier and showing early. I don't know. I don't know what time it is on Sunday, but nonetheless, we'll be on sometime Sunday with our World's End predictions. And Shep, are you in the World's End or not?
Am I in? I'm always in.
All right. I know at one time you said you're holding out till Wrestle Kingdom. So.
I mean, if you want to try to get a little one-on-one rematch with Paul and completely embarrass him and bring that title back and completely sweep him, I mean, I can handle that. But Paul, if you want a little action, I'll be in. I'm in.
All right, Majin, if you have a non-wrestling question, hit us with it before we wrap up here.
Hey, I got a non-wrestling question, boys.
Okay.
Because we live here. and I'm completely neutral on this one. Next Friday night, 8 o'clock. Who wins? Notre Dame or IU?
This is the Purdue fans' nightmare. I hate both these teams. I hate Notre Dame football so much.
Well, I
So
mean,
much. For years, I've always told people, surprisingly, I would root for Indiana against Notre Dame, but I flipped. For my one time and only time in my life, I will be rooting for Notre Dame next Friday, and I think Notre Dame beats Indiana. I don't even think it's close. I don't think Indiana's near as good as their record.
Paul?
Indiana.
Hey, Indiana, blah, blah, blah.
Well, when you can't win anything at basketball, you might as well hop on the football train. When you got Sleepy Mike in the controls and he just stands there when your team's getting beat by 100 by Nebraska. I was thinking the other day, I'm like,
16.
my God, since Purdue hired Matt Painter, IU's had 5 head coaches, and there'll be 6 come next year.
Wait a minute. Purdue hired Matt. That was Shane McMahon on the sidelines.
Well, he gets them to natties, so didn't win it, but he got them there.
He likes the cheerleaders too.
Yeah, good for him.
And just so we're clear here, I can get behind Notre Dame winning too. I don't really have a pick because I don't care.
Effing hate both of them. I don't even know if I'll watch the game. But
here's what I think. I think 77,000 people in that stadium, and I think they gave IU 4,000.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of friends that I call reversible fans, as from a Purdue standpoint, that like Notre Dame football, IU basketball. You're not one because you like Penn State football, so you're not in this category. And I've texted quite a few of them, and they all say they're torn, but every single one of them said they're rooting for Notre Dame. I have not had one say they're rooting for Indiana yet. So,
if it comes down to it, I am rooting for Indiana.
Is that because of the Big Ten, or just your hatred for Notre Dame?
I would root for USC. I used to root for USC back in the day against Notre Dame.
That's fair.
Yeah, I hate
them too. I hate them.
I think their backs are against the wall. You're going into South Bend, the buzz, the first ever playoff game.
All the pressure's on Notre Dame. But
that atmosphere, and Notre Dame's not known to be a loud
No,
stadium.
It's
not known. But I think they bring the shit on Friday night.
Yeah.
So I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to if I'm going to place a bet, it's going to be on Indiana in Scagnetti. I like that dude. I really do. So that's my non-wrestling question. Majin, what do you got for your non-wrestling question?
He has one here. This is who's on your Mount Rushmore of music artists? My God, that's
holy shit.
That's almost too hard to fill out tonight. That's a whole podcast within itself.
Hey, Majin, real quick. Are we talking musicians or singers?
You can't put Jelly Roll at all 4.
Fucking Jelly Roll's a fucking legend, boys. You know that. I'm just saying, like, are we talking about like drummers, guitar players, or are we talking vocals?
Or groups, if they're...
Because what Mount Rushmore is 4, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has he answered yet?
No.
Jesus.
We're twirling here.
Majin, do you must like peck type?
He asked a separate vocal question, so
this is just musician.
overall.
Overall, favorite musician.
Oh.
Or Mount Rushmore, I should say.
I'll go first. Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, interesting.
Flea from Chili Peppers. Kid Rock. And this one's out there, but he's making a comeback of late. Fred Durst.
Oh, good. God.
I enjoy his shit. So, I mean, that is a freaking plethora of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
But who doesn't like a guy that plays guitar in his underwear, right?
Yeah. True.
So
Real quick, by the way, Tanner, it says Sunday, December 22nd, a special taping of AEW Dynamite. Doesn't say it's going to be.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, we'll be on 8:30 next week. Okay.
Yeah,
I wonder when it's going to air then. Are they going to try to air that on Christmas? Nobody's going to watch it.
probably.
I was hoping they were going
Probably.
to air it next week because then we'd know all the matches. We're probably just going to predict a handful of matches next week. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
works for me.
Yeah, whatever. Well, we'll do what we can. And then our last episode of 2024 will be World's End Reactions on the 29th. So,
Yeah.
oh, Mount Rushmore. Man, I'm a big alternative punk rock guy. So I'm going to kind of stick in that category. I mean, it's not definitely my like overall music, but I'm just going to stick in that category for this question. So I'm a big Green Day fan, so I'm going to put Billy Joe Armstrong in there. I mean, the amount of hits Green Day has put out, they're still pretty legendary. They're selling out stadiums, going everywhere. I'm going to put Travis Barker up there. I think he's the best drummer in the world. I think he has been in a long time. Has been for a long time. Man. If I'm sticking with punk rock, though, I got to go Kurt Cobain. You know, he's no longer with us. It's pretty legendary. Fourth.
I want to change mine already, by the way. Just so you know.
Man, I'm struggling with the fourth. I haven't thought about this question in a while. I'll have to get back with fourth. I really can't think. I don't want to take up anybody else's time with their answers. So
I want to, and I love Fred Durst, but the more I thought about it, I got to take Fred Durst off. And I want to say this guy is the most talented musician I will see of my time. Okay. And that's Post Malone.
he's good.
He's good. All right. So I'm a little bit all over the place. I've got Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, CC DeVille from Poison, Dave Grohl.
You love the hair bands.
Yeah. That's what I grew up on. You've
You're
met my
younger
dad.
You're younger than me, Paul.
You've met my dad.
Well, that's true. I haven't met your dad. Yes.
Yeah. Dave Grohl. He can cheat. I don't care. He's a talented artist. And Rob Zombie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen Zombie in concert, and he was very, very entertaining.
I could, Freddie Mercury could be on there as well. Again, I don't care what people do in their own personal time. I love their music. Elton John could be considered up there as well. Again, for the music, not his lifestyle.
I never cared for his music, actually.
There's some I can get behind. I've got to be in a mood to listen to Elton John.
Now, yeah, Freddie Mercury and Queen. Oh shit!
Man, you turn on Queen, I'm rocking out.
There was
same with Rob Zombie.
There were some bangers there.
Did you figure out your fourth yet, Tanner?
You guys threw out a lot of good ones. But I'm trying to stick with punk rock and alternative. I will not say Billy Corgan. You can't get me to say Billy Corgan. Even though they were better live than I thought they were going to be. Man, I don't know.
He put the belt on Tyrus for Christ.
I know. That's why I'll never say anything good about him.
Yeah.
Tyrus hit the rope so hard in his final match.
Oh man, so hard.
So hard.
I don't know. I am blanking. I don't know.
He hit the ropes about as
I'm going to 3-man Mount Rushmore tonight.
He hit the rope so hard as
struggling.
Joe Biden did on the steps of the airplane.
Yep.
You could go with Brett McCracken from The Used if you've ever listened to them.
Yeah.
Or Brandon, I can't pronounce his last name, never could. He was one of the original drummer.
His other question was favorite female vocalists.
I'll probably get a lot of flack for this, but there's no hesitation for me on this one. Stevie Nicks.
Mine is a fairly young lady. Just hit the scene in the last 2 years. I'm going Jess Murph.
Of course you are.
I love her. She's my favorite.
I like the new gal in Lincoln Park. Can't think of her name right now.
She is good.
She's good. She's good.
She's growing on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she took a lot of shit for
Sure she did.
Oh, yeah.
taking that position, and
Some unnecessary, but
unnecessary
Yeah.
shit. But I like their new album. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. I've listened to their new stuff. It's good. It's very similar sound, but yet different at the same time, which is going to do great. But you got those people who were, just diehard Linkin Park fans who think the band should have ended with Chester's death and never spoke of again.
No, I think it's unfair to compare to Chester. I mean, that's just not fair.
Oh, yeah. You can, Chester sang this song better. Well, duh, he wrote it. He wrote it for himself.
Right.
Listen to her stuff, not Chester's, hers.
Right.
there's another lady out there that I think is. I hope she breaks through this year. She had a song with a gentleman called Struggle Jennings. Her name is Caitlin Curtis, and she can just freaking sing. Her pipes are stupid good. And she had a couple songs of her own this year, but the song in 2024, her and Struggle Jennings went pretty up there and got gold, platinum, whatever the hell. I don't understand which one's better than the other, but really would like to see her go in 2025. I follow her, and she can fucking sing, guys. Yeah, so.
Look up Kiana Meredith. She's an up-and-coming young artist as well that I've had the pleasure of actually talking to a couple different times, and she's got some really cool stuff too.
Good. Nice.
There you go. Well, this is a fun show. I always enjoy doing our predictions, our tiles predictions, our bowl predictions for the next year, and seeing how bad we are at doing this. But yeah.
Who was the winner in 2024?
Well, so far you, until Tesha ends up dropping it somehow before the year ends, which he won't. But
who's winning 2024 here, Shep?
Yeah, I won. I have a way harder prediction than you guys did. So
I am taking that off your shoulder 2 weeks from yesterday.
You think so?
And you're not making it. Either one of you is not making it through the month of January. That son of a bitch. I'm just telling you right now.
We'll see.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Title's
Join
home
us
where it
again.
belongs.
Whatever. That's
Would you like me to do the outro, Tanner, since you don't seem to know how to do it?
He tried to do it.
I was just going to say, join
it.
us again next Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our World's End prediction show. That's all I wanted to plug. You can plug all the rest.
Oh, okay. Be sure to follow the Kicking Out Podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. Be sure to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast wherever it is you listen to your podcast. And if that happens to be Apple Podcast, leave us that 5-star review because we are 5-star KOP. Be sure to check out kickingOutShop.com. It is your place to go for great merchandise, support a fantastic podcast, and look fantastic doing so. You can also search up Kicking Out Podcast on Pro Wrestling Tees. Get some of the classic designs that are not available anywhere else apart from Pro Wrestling Tees. Don't forget to look those up as well. Some great old shirts up there that you will never see again, including a Christmas sweater. I don't think you'll get it before Christmas, but hey, you could have it for 2025. And be sure to follow all three of us on social media. Follow the Shep at the Shep27. Follow Tanner Lee at Tanner Lee 92. And be sure to follow myself at Paul Zartman 87. And with that, for Austin Shepard and Tanner Lee, I am your KOP predictions champion, Paul Zartman. Join us again next week as we kick out yet another podcast.